Hello everyone, welcome to Thursday 24th July 2025, and today's summary was the last and the first 30-minute FVG, right, after the current week high or the previous day high has been taken. So let's get straight to the point after I edit that. So we've got the previous day's high here, and we had the current week high which was taken. And then the previous day high SMT, so current week high was not taken there on NQ and not taken on Dow Jones. So let's drill down a bit. So we had a massive displacement, so we're looking for longs there after this daily FVG that was tapped into, and it was a beautiful trade on that Wednesday when everything sort of lined up of below 8:30, 9:30, midnight, weekly open, etc. And then that was a fabulous long. So yeah, let's go to the 30-minute session. So we had a bearish day after a massive long on Wednesday. So let's take a look at how we would have entered here. Now we had the SMT, right, of the day high taken right here. And that was at 9 o'clock New York PM. We had that first 30-minute FVG, and we're looking for a tap into that and then aim for this 30-minute FVG, but we had already been covered, so the only other one was here. Now we're aiming for this one because if you look at it, this FVG is being taken before 8:30. All of it's been taken with a little gap right here, and that same FVG on ES had already been tapped into. So we're looking for an SMT that will occur right here in this FVG. One of them could take the high, like last week it took this high, but the other one did not. It sort of honored that 30-minute FVG. Then you're looking for the FVGs below when that occurs, to then take an entry to that short. And then if you were looking for the PM session, you would have basically seen this displacement again, came back, disrespected that 30-minute FVG, then we closed back in above, and that was around 1 o'clock. So you were aiming for this SMT high or the previous day's high old. So, and that did get tapped into that SMT high right there. YM, there wasn't much to talk about because I was looking for a tap into this and it didn't, and there wasn't very clear FVGs lined up for it. So one was all the way down here, all the others were covered, so wasn't too interested, and it was all before 8:30, all of it's covered. So NQ was the best bet here after 9:30. So we'll take a look at the minute. Okay, so if we look at the 7 to 9 session, the 7 to 9 session tells us. I'm going to delete that. Right, 7 to 9 session tells us quite a bit on all three of them, where we had an SMT on all three, where ES had taken it, so we were bobbing around in between, didn't take any liquidity until ES took it right here. Then we see, and it was all within that FVG. So when it closes below this IV FVG, we're trying to take a long at the top of it, and you want to aim for your target, which is the other 30-minute FVG, or your lows here and here, right? And obviously it didn't need to go down all the way for ES because it had already covered it. And so the second entries were around Yeah, second entries were around the PM session. So when it disrespected this 30-minute FVG, this one here, at PM session, we see a close above, right? So we needed it to finish to 12:30, so that is close below. And at 59, it just closed below it, and then we get a closure above. You take that entry there, and you aim for this long or this high, and potentially previous day high there. So that's how you would have gotten on an entry, because it would have been scary seeing the breaker structure here, then it comes back for a discount and disrespects that 30-minute FVG, then we close back inside of it, and so then your entry would be right here to take these highs. And that's it for Thursday 24th July. This is one of my favorite ones when we see the first 30-minute FVG and the liquidity below has not been taken. So this is one of my favorites so far. All right, thanks very much. Bye.